In this episode, I'm going to explain why strong people suffer quietly and how you can reach them without pushing them away. Good day, people. This is Tremaine, and today I want to talk about something real important, something that don't always get talked about the right way. A lot of people around us are struggling, and we don't even know it. They go to work, they laugh, they post, they show up, but inside, they're carrying weight that nobody sees. So this episode ain't about blaming anybody. It's about understanding people better and learning how to show up for each other in small but powerful ways. Because sometimes it ain't the loud pain that's the most dangerous. It's the quiet pain nobody notices. A lot of people think if someone is hurting, they'll say something. But that's not how it usually works. People stay quiet because they don't want to be a burden. They don't want to look weak. They don't want to be judged. They don't want to be told to just be positive. Some people grew up learning you deal with your problems by yourself. So they get real good at hiding pain, real good at smiling through stress, real good at saying, I'm good, when they're not. And over time, it becomes normal for them. Not because they don't need help, but because they don't feel safe asking for it. When people think about someone struggling, they imagine crying or breaking down. But most of the time it looks like being more quiet than usual, pulling away from people, always saying they're tired, losing interest in things they used to enjoy, joking about stress but never really talking about it. Sometimes it looks like being the strong one, the helper, the one everybody leans on, and nobody checks on them because everybody thinks they got it together. That's why you can't always tell who's hurting just by looking. Pain doesn't always make noise. Now, here's something important. A lot of people don't open up because they're afraid of being judged. They're afraid someone's going to say, it could be worse. You should be grateful. Other people got real problems. And even if that person means well, what that really says is your feelings don't make sense. So people stop talking. Not because they don't want support, but because they don't want to feel misunderstood on top of already hurting. Sometimes people don't need advice right away. They need to feel heard first. They need to feel like their pain is valid, even if you don't fully understand it. Now let's talk about what actually helps. You don't need perfect words. You don't need therapy degrees. You don't need to fix everything. Sometimes all it takes is, hey, you've been on my mind. You all right? And then actually listening. Not interrupting. Not rushing to give solutions. Not comparing their pain to someone else's. Just listening. You can say, that sounds heavy. I'm glad you told me. You don't got to go through that alone. Those simple words build safety. And safety is what makes people open up more. Also, check on people when they don't look like they're struggling. That's usually when they need it most. Now I also want to talk to the person listening who might be hurting right now. If that's you, I want you to hear this clearly. You don't have to carry everything by yourself. Needing support does not mean you weak. It means you're human. You don't have to tell everybody your business, but you deserve at least one safe person, a friend, a family member, a counselor, somebody who can hear you without judging you. So whether you're the one struggling or the one trying to support somebody else, just remember this. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to have perfect words to show you care. You just have to show up with respect and patience. And sometimes one real conversation, one person feeling seen, can change more than we'll ever know. And if you're listening right now, and you've been thinking about disappearing, about giving up quietly, about not being here anymore, I need you to pause. Not forever, just pause. This pain feels permanent, but it isn't. Don't let a temporary storm convince you to end a permanent life. Stay. Even if it's just for tonight. If you're listening to this right now and you've been holding things in, I see you. And if you know somebody who's been quiet lately, check on them. Check on them. Not with judgment, but with care. Thank you for listening. And stay with me, because we're going to keep talking about mental strength, self-control, and how to survive this loud world with a calm mind. And if you ever feel like the weight is getting too heavy and you don't know who to talk to, in the U.S., you can call or text 988, the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. It's confidential. It's free. And it's there when you need it. That number don't mean you're broken. It means you're choosing to stay. And choosing to stay is strong. Strong people suffer in silence. But strong people can also choose to speak. And strong people can choose to stay. I'm glad you're still here. If nobody told you today, you're not crazy. You're not weak. You're just human. And humans are allowed to struggle. Stay steady. Stay honest. I'll meet you here next week.